Hey, nice shirt.
So you're coming over to try breaking?
I literally got here like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Yes. I'm so excited to see Brock in Colorado again that I spilled coffee everywhere. So, love that for me. Love that for me. It's okay. It could have been way worse, actually. I only spilled like probably this much coffee. Most of it went in my cup holders, so it was contained, but holy shit, Amanda, girl, you a damn mess. We made it to Leadville and it is very cold. It is 49 degrees. We have beautiful snow-capped mountains outside my window, but it's too cold for that right now. I need to eat. It's 1 p.m. and I'm at like the hangry status of my day. I try and not let it get this far typically, but this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich before I do anything. And then I'll show you guys our campsite. Now that I've eaten, I can show you guys our campsite. You can tell that we're here before tourist season because there's like one other van. We saw a couple other campers, but we got a nice big spot and we're just here for a couple of nights. There's another van right over there, but we saw this spot and pulled right in. Brock has a lot of organizing and things to do. He did get an e-bike, so he had to like take that out to make space. But yeah, it's chilly and a little bit windy, but it's better than being hot, so I'll take it. It's been a weird weather day today, y'all. It's cold out. It's been kind of like drizzly all day, kind of have a mist again. My van's warmed up a little bit because the sun's been peeking out and I have my shades down, but it's still cold and I have my down blanket on. And I mean, there's snow-capped mountains in the distance that are getting snowed on currently. So, but it's about 5 o'clock. I'm about to put on my Diamondbacks game and hang out for the evening. Someone asked me for more specifics on my caprese the other day. I have tomato and mozzarella. Okay, so it's just chopped up. The mozzarella that I get is like the fresh, good stuff that you find like in the deli section of the grocery store. I do not recommend getting something off-brand because when you're getting this sort of mozzarella that you chop up yourself, getting like the name brand stuff is much higher quality and it does make a difference. You will want to salt this mozzarella because it's not like the shredded stuff that you get in the bag, so you will want to salt it. I just put a little bit of salt and pepper and then balsamic, and that's it. It's very filling because the mozzarella cheese is an extremely healthy protein. It's great. And yeah, so this will fill me up for quite a while. Oh, look, there's a creeper in my campsite. Look at his slippers. Well, they're like, no, they're like North Face shoes. They're actually cozy. What a nerd. Oh, honestly. Good morning, beautifuls. Oh my. See? Who's the real beautiful one? It's not me this morning. Wow, this is toxic. I don't even look at myself before I start filming, like, y'all, it's 9:30. And before I have done anything this morning, I noticed that the sun was out. So I pulled down my sunshade in the front for starters because it did get down to below freezing last night. I looked at my weather station this morning. Inside the van at 5:30 a.m., it was 37 degrees. I woke up because I was cold and I turned on my heating blanket. So I needed my heating blanket and my down blanket last night, y'all. But the sun's already warming up the van nicely, and since we have sun, I put out my solar. I have not put out solar since I got on the road, and that's because I haven't really needed to use my Starlink much, so I haven't been using that power from my Bluetti. Last night was the first night I needed my heating blanket for a long time, and my new fridge is really energy efficient, and because the weather's been nice, the compressor hasn't been running. So basically, I've been doing really good on power, and I did have that campground for a night, so I charged up everything to full then as well. But we have sun, and my Bluetti was at 50%, my Vitomin was at 50%, so I'm like, forget it. I'm going to put out my solar before I do anything today. I'm not really sure what we have on the agenda. We did talk about going into town, into Leadville, going to Turquoise Lake, doing some stuff, but Brock and I both have like projects we need to do. Like I need to finish my fridge review. He needs to put together his e-bike. I have to get solar, so I don't really know, but I should probably brush my hair and then I'm going to make my coffee. So, did y'all know that there's a difference between altitude and elevation? For example, so elevation is the height of, let's say, these mountain peaks. And I know that some of them around here are about 14,000 feet. So let's just say the elevation of that mountain at the top is 14,000 feet. Altitude is used to describe objects at a certain elevation. So that could be like me, like I'm standing at an altitude of 10,000 feet. But the elevation of Leadville, the city, is 11,000 feet. So if I was standing there, I'd be standing at an altitude of 11,000 feet, because that's the elevation. You get it? So the elevation is the height of something, and then the altitude is the height of an object or a person while they are somewhere. That's why like airplanes, you know, you're flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet because there's no elevation up there because you're in the sky. Does that make sense? Maybe I made it more confusing. Anyways, a lot of people have been asking me about altitude sickness. A lot of people suffer from altitude sickness. Some people get it a lot worse than others. I don't really start to experience altitude sickness unless I'm at about 11,000 feet. Creed's only 9,000. Right here at this moment where we are sitting, we're at about 9,600. I might start to feel it a little bit once we get to Dillon, but even then, I'll just get like a slight headache, maybe a little bit of dizziness, a little bit of fatigue. It might last a day or two, but there's lots of remedies and natural remedies. I'm just ensuring that, for me, the most important thing is hydrating, just drinking water. So thankfully, I don't really, doesn't bother me too much. A lot of people have been saying to me, which I understand. I guess I didn't really think about it. Like, oh, 9,000 feet, that's so high. And I'm just used to it because in northern Arizona, where I spend so much of my time, I'm anywhere from 5,000 to 9,000 feet on a consistent basis. So it just doesn't affect me. And I love it. It's going to be a beautiful day. They've been doing some forest fire mitigation around here, if you will. I mean, kind of sucks, right? But they do what they have to do. We got really lucky with this campsite for 2 nights. It's so awesome. Oh, my son would have loved it. Y'all, I purchased this neck gaiter, if you will, because despite how much I try and mitigate sun damage with sunscreen, nothing's working in my neck, just keeps getting so much sun. So I decided, well, if my sunscreen's not working and I'm still getting sun just bad enough to, it's just not good. So I got this, and it's pretty. It's like all these different colors, so it'll match my outfits. But also, you guys know I just don't really care how I look, but it's cute, and really, again, it's just to keep me protected from the sun. I do still have sunscreen on though. Had my Creed flag hanging up. Had to get that up this morning, even though I'm not in Creed. It doesn't matter. And it's time to get started on my van things. Cooking up some bacon now. I have a half a pack of bacon that I need to cook like today, and tomorrow I'll get groceries. So I'm trying to use all my food. I've been really good about cooking, y'all, and using my food and eating what I have. So I'm cooking up this bacon. I'll give a bunch to Brock. I will eat some, and I will also save some for later. Since I brought my little toaster oven with me, I can make toasted sandwiches now, which is my primary use for my little mini dash oven. But I can put some bacon on my grilled cheese later, like with tomatoes. I thought that might be tasty, so just gonna get this cooked up, have a little snack. For the first time ever, I charged up my new Bluetti AC70 power station with this Rofi 200 watt solar panel. I wish this was still available. They don't make this solar panel anymore. It's so great. But I was getting like 175 watts into my Bluetti, so it charged from 54% to full in a matter of 2 hours. Very grateful. I wish I could say that this one was performing as well. It's not. And this Rofi is a 19 volt. This panel is 36 volt. But anyways, I'm only getting like 100 watts. I think I need to check my connectors. Either way, I made my bacon, and I'm still doing van things. I'm busy today, y'all. I have to tell you guys something about the way I'm feeling. This year has been the worst year of my life. Sounds so bad, but I mean, because there have been positive things this year, I guess. Having a hard time thinking about any. But yeah, this has probably been the worst year of my life because I lost Winston. And there's just nothing more devastating for me than that, since he was my soulmate and my everything. And I was really hoping that by getting back to Creed and coming to Colorado, that I would start to feel better and I would start to heal. And I am. I am. I'm feeling actually tremendous. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling genuinely happy today. And like for the first time all year. And I'm not even in Creed at this moment because I'm in Leadville, but I'm feeling genuinely happy. And it's still coming and going. It's a roller coaster all the time, right? You know, even this past week, I had a serious breakdown at night. But my breakdowns are becoming less and less already. And it's about 3 months now without my son. But I just know that he's with me, and I know he would want this for me, and he would love it here. And I miss him and I would do anything to bring him back. And I had a dream last night that he came back to life. And I was telling him not to. I was telling him not to come back to life if he was going to leave me again because I couldn't go through it again. It was really weird. But I feel happy. I feel happy right now. The weather and the trees and the freedom, just being back on the road. I think I needed to get out of Arizona. As much as I love that state, I just needed to get out. And I'm feeling a hell of a lot better already. Now that I'm settled in and I spent a few days in Creed, I'm kind of happy that I did it that way. Like I spent a few days, got settled in, saw my friends, and then I was able to come here and be with, you know, my loved ones, Brock and Sarah and Aaron tomorrow. I consider them my family. So to do that and to be with them, and then I'll go back to Creed. And it just, I'm happy I did it this way. I feel happy right now. And I appreciate you all loving me through all of these emotions that I've been experiencing all year. I wouldn't have made it without you guys. All right, y'all, so Brock is making and selling these stickers, and he's putting one on my window on the side here. They're really nice decals. What does it say?
It says, what's going on here? Now, sometimes it sticks to the backing, so you kind of, I should have used a credit card to get it nice and heated on there better, but
well, should we do that first?
No, it's fine, because if it starts coming off and the letter's not coming off,
you just pick it back up,
push
basically.
it back down,
yeah,
and it should come off. The reason it's doing that is because this clear vinyl is a light stick, so it doesn't, when you go to pull it off the vehicle, it doesn't pull it back off the vehicle.
oh yeah, that's gonna look good. That looks so good on my super tinted windows.
Yeah. There you go.
So what do you think about your new bike so far?
This thing's amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't even tested all the function out.
It's a beast. It looks really dope.
Yeah, I need to charge it up. It's only 3/4 charged, but
okay.
But yeah, it's pretty sweet so far.
Well, we can send everybody over to your channel to check out the review when that's done.
Yeah, this thing is amazing. I love it.
Careful. Oh my God. Look at the daytime view of those mountains, y'all. Oh my word, what a blessing.